Hello class. In this video, we're now going to add a delete button for our tag and also provide a response if we're going to be able to delete or not. So let's go back to our code. In here, in our tag blade, just write on this tag item, add relative class. Down here, you can add a button, absolute, right, true, my, auto, text, red, 500, button X here. If we go back and try to refresh, yes, now we have something good like this, which has a hover effect. And also add one thing, a font bold. All right, now we're gonna have to check if this tag is deletable or not. How we're gonna check that is by using the app dependency. So here, write at if tag app dependency, then add an else statement because we're gonna have an else. All right, so if it's an app dependency, then we cannot delete it, or else we can be able to delete it. So here on top here, just add another class similar to this one. Just copy this one, paste it in here, and then I'm going to change one thing in here and add AD, and then we can make the text red in here. And here, let's make this right here, right 1. All right, so now as you can see, if it is an app dependency, then there's no delete button, or else we have a delete button here. So now let us make these buttons effective. So in here, we're going to call this, inside this button, let us add a wire click delete tag. And here we're going to pass one parameter, which is the tag ID. All right, so let us now go back to our back end and add this function delete tag. So after create tag here, we can just arrange this, format the document. All right, so after this create tag, let me collapse this. Down here, we're going to add another function. Let's call this one delete tag. Here, we're going to have a tag ID as parameter. In here, before we delete, we're going to have to check if this tag is deletable or not. How we're going to do that? Let's first get the tag. In here, it is labeled as models tag. Let's get the tag model. So in here, models tag, find this tag ID. All right, so now we're going to check if this tag has any posts. Here, if tag, here post, then we cannot delete it. We're going to do a session flash, just as before, session flash. Inside here, we're going to add error, then a message saying tag cannot be deleted because it has posts. Here, add a semicolon. So after checking here, we're going to add an else statement. Else, models tag, destroy this tag ID. After destroying it, success, tag has been deleted successfully. All right, so what is basically happening here is that when we click our button, this delete button here, we're going to send the tag ID to our backend. And then in here, in this method, we're going to first get our tag model from our database, and then I'm going to check if tag has any posts. It's going to return this session, add a return here saying that error, tag cannot be deleted because it has posts. Or else, if it doesn't have any posts, that's what this else is here for, we're going to go ahead and delete our tag and then send back a session, add return. So now let us go to our tag and then create a session response here, feedback, just after this tags list. So now if you remember, in our previous category component in here, we created this same kind of session. If you go down here, yes, this one here. So since we're going to use the same kind of system, we're just going to get this same one. It will save us some time, probably 3 minutes of writing this. So let's just copy this, go to our tag, and then just paste it in here. Then we have the same kind of error response. All right, so after pasting this, we're not going to change anything here. Just go back, just wrap this in a count. Yes, that's for more accuracy. Don't forget to wrap this in a count, otherwise it's going to give you a false positive. So if you go back now and refresh, let's try to delete this one. Voila, and it has been deleted. But there's no feedback here. Oh, sorry, there's a capital S here. That's why there's no feedback. Make it a small s. And now if we go back, let's create another one. Now test tag app dependency, no. Let's create this one. Now if we try, we can now delete these to see if it's going to give us a feedback. So delete, and voila, tag has been deleted successfully. So now it is working perfect. This is it for this video. Let us just end it by adding one more thing here. After creating a tag, we can go ahead and do this reset name. So after creating one, let's create another one. Let's say tag2. Voila. Created, it has been reset, and tag2 is here. We can now delete it successfully. So this is it for this video, guys. I'll now see you in the next video where we're going to work on our post component.